Prince Harry has betrayed his family so often already in his book, in his Netflix documentary. And then he reportedly reached out to his father and brother to make good again. Well, it turns out it could have been a very good thing that they said, no, stay away, sunshine, because he just cannot stop throwing them under the bus. It's like it's his business model. Here he is now complaining in a thing that he did for the Invictus Games, which is going to happen in Germany, I believe, that he was given no help when he came back from the army in Afghanistan, traumatised, and traumatised again by memories of his dead mother.
The trauma that I had, the biggest struggle for me was the people that no one around me really could help. I didn't have that support structure, that network, or that expert advice to identify what was actually going on with me.
Now, the odd thing is that only a few years ago, Prince Harry actually said that his brother had supported him, had told him to get help.
It's all about timing.
Yeah.
And, for me personally, my brother, bless him, he was a huge support to me and kept saying, this is not right, this is not normal, you need to talk about stuff, it's okay, and all this. And the timing wasn't right.
Joining me from London is Patrick Christie's gun presenter at GB News. Always great to see you, mate. What is going on here?
Well, it's just the latest instalment of The Prince Who Cried Wolf, isn't it, Andrew, really? I mean, I think that people would have more sympathy for Prince Harry if he hadn't told such obvious whopping lies in the past. I mean, he's saying that there was no support network for him there when he came back from Afghanistan, although, as you've just seen there, he's previously praised his brother for being supportive. He's also previously praised another member of his staff for being supportive of him as well. I think the biggest insult here, actually, ironically, is to the veterans community, which is a real shame because the Invictus Games is something that Harry does really, really well. And the fact is that we're now talking about his spurious claims as opposed to the impact that war has on veterans. And he couldn't resist this sneaky little dig in the latest Invictus Games Netflix series, could he? Which I think is a real shame because he knows that the royal family can't actually come back to him. But it's not the only lie or mistruth that is available in Harry's stint here in the Invictus Games documentary on Netflix. He also said that the British media ignored the deaths of soldiers in Afghanistan, which is actually very offensive to a lot of people in the British media who did a huge amount of work to try to actually highlight the amount of deaths and the lack of support for veterans when they came back. Also, on top of that, he says that it was the British media who managed to expose the fact that he was in Afghanistan and had to pull him out of there in the first place, even though that wasn't true. It was the US media and a couple of Aussies as well. So it does appear that Prince Harry might be allergic to the truth. And I think, again, a good reason why William and Charles decided to swerve him when he's in the UK.
It's just incredible how recklessly he keeps doing it. He seems to want some sort of rapprochement, but then he just does this again. I mean, it's just unbelievable.